Here's a Precision 6262 that I did a rebuild and an upgrade for. I converted it over to a 6766, but the compressor wheel that I use is a T67, which is 66.6 by 84 millimeter and tapers to 90. So the compressor wheel that I use for this one is the same as the Gt35r, or also it's called a T67. The compressor wheel that I use is not really the same as the Precision version. Precision, I know, has a version that's like 67 by 82 or something. So don't get confused with that. Don't buy that compressor wheel until you've measured yours to confirm that yours is a T67 compressor wheel. On the turbine side, I machined that turbine housing from the 62 millimeter to the 66 millimeter turbine that Precision uses. And then I also resurfaced the inlet flange because it was really badly rusted. I also remachined the outlet flange to get the rust pits out of that so that both sides of the exhaust gaskets will seal. When I received this turbo, 5 out of the 6 threads that hold the bolts and brackets to hold the compressor housing on were all stripped out, so I had to drill all those out and then tap them for a helicoil and then insert a helicoil for the 5/16 thread. Most people, when they strip them out, they don't realize what thread that is or don't use the original bolts. The thread is 5/16, which normally people that strip them out, they accidentally put 8 by 1.25 millimeter bolts in there. Here's all the worn parts that came out of it. I'm thinking that what probably happened with this turbo is that the bolts were stripped out or something, and then the compressor housing fell off. That may have been one part of the problem. It also had a pretty serious thrust bearing failure, which is really common with those steel thrust bearings, so stay away from those if you can. And then the compressor wheel got kind of beat up, I guess, from either hitting the housing from the housing falling off, or maybe it just had a lot of shaft play. I'm not really sure. The bearing housing also is messed up, so I replaced that. I ended up replacing the whole cartridge on this turbo just because it was in that bad a shape. The compressor plate was bad, bearing housing was bad. Nothing was usable, not even the shaft or the compressor wheel. So I had to throw all this stuff away and then just start from new. If you're looking for the replacement parts for your Precision turbo, you can always visit our website at turbolabofamerica.com and search the search engine to find the replacement parts that you need. Precision rates the 6262 in the 700 horsepower range, but after upgrading to the 6766, this turbo now has capability of up to 950 horsepower. In case you don't know what these parts are called, I'll go ahead and leave links to all of them in the description box.